Hey everybody, it's Rebel Builder. I'm back again with another AT-M6 mock video. This time I've got it displayed next to the UCS AT-AT. I think both of these vehicles are minifigure scale, so they really look proportional next to each other. And this is something I just wanted to set up, do a little showcase, kind of compare and contrast some of the designs and the build techniques, and even kind of reflect on some of the things I learned about how to build a walker from building the Lego set. So here we are comparing these two, and it was really a great experience. You know, if you've seen my other videos, you know I spent quite a while working on the AT-M6. That was actually in my head for about 4 years. But it was great. It was really a neat experience to go through this build and then get to build the UCS AT-AT. And the amazing thing is I did a lot of techniques, came up with a lot of solutions, and then I got to come down here, build the Lego set, and really get an idea how Lego would have done it. Now right off the bat, my build has a lot more snot technique. You know, the official Lego set has plates with some studs showing, and I went for the snot technique. So mine is all brick built, you know, with some panels and stuff. Now the disadvantage is my build is crazy heavy and it's really difficult to move and reposition and stuff. Whereas the UCS Lego set, you can actually pick up and move around. You know, they use plates and it's a much lighter, more nimble build. And that's something I wish I could have done with the AT-M6, but really kind of going with the smooth surfaces on the sides, you know, that was just a decision I made early on. And at the end I pulled it off, but it is very heavy, very difficult to move, and it's not very posable at all. But there was really just some similar ideas, which I thought was kind of neat. The way the heads are kind of shaped, you know, there's a lid, you know, here on the front to access the minifigures, and then you've got panels on the side at different positions to kind of give it the shape of the head. We both did similar things, but again, I did a bunch of brick built snot technique. Mine is very heavy. One kind of neat thing was the pieces that I used for the neck, these wheel pieces, and then you come over here to the official Lego set and they use the exact same pieces. Now, of course, Lego's technique is much more clever than mine. You know, there's these different kind of connectors inside, but the idea is the same, that these pieces don't hold any strength. You know, they're for aesthetic, but Lego did this clever technique where they spaced them out and it gives the neck some posability. I love that idea. It's really kind of neat to take a look at the back feet, you know, seeing some of the similar pieces here. Now, a lot of Lego mock builders have done similar techniques to this. I don't claim to be original there, but it is just kind of neat to see different mock builders and then official Lego designers coming up with something that is very similar. Now, really one of the most talked about and impressive features of the Lego set is the bendability to the legs and how they're actually posable. You know, they use these different gear techniques, different gear pieces, and then down here at the bottom of the foot, they actually created some new pieces. Now, it's really cool to see how they did that. I loved building it, but really they did a lot of technic structure, kind of bent in a different direction than just bricks stacked on top of each other, which honestly is something that I did. Now mine is a lot less elegant here, but there were some similar ideas with that, trying to give the bend in the legs, you know, which Lego clearly achieved. Now, of course, the Lego Star Wars designer has the privilege of walking down the hall and consulting with the world's best Technic Lego set designer. And so it's very cool to see how they come up with those creative techniques. Now, Lego did a great job designing the interior. Now, I really like how they did this Technic, you know, lift arm design, and it's light. It's really strong and durable, but it's not big and chunky like mine. You know, I certainly used a lot of Technic lift arms and beams inside, but you know, because of the weight, mine is very heavy and less, you know, less clever, I guess. Like I said, this build here was a fantastic build. Probably just as a pure building experience, this may be one of my favorite and most satisfying Lego sets ever. but it was very educational. I really kind of went into it with an open mind, having this experience and getting to go through and just relish in every little technique and how I could have done things different. Now that's always something I think MOC builders deal with is, you could keep working on your builds forever. I think there's a point where you just have to call it done. Now reflecting back after building this, I feel really good about my build and I love the way it looks. I think if I were to go back and work on it more, everything would be internal, it would be structural, it would be from an engineering perspective, it would be about using better techniques. But I think as far as the overall look and aesthetic and things I pulled off as far as the visual impact of it, I feel really good about that. I would love to have, thought of clever techniques like bending the neck like this, but really the head on this thing is so heavy that there's no way I could ever support this much weight and have it flex around at all. But talk about satisfying yet similar techniques. There's things like this radar dish where Lego, the designer, built this cannon on the side, and really similar to what I did here. I have the same size radar dish, my own cannon design. And again, other Lego designers, Cave God, Rich Boy J have done similar techniques. So it really kind of had this feel that we're all just kind of like in the same universe, kind of building cousins of one another. And that's really just a cool feeling that, I worked on this MOC for so long, yet as far as like an official Lego design, I probably wasn't too far off the mark. And I gotta say, one other little similarity that I kind of chuckle about is every time I move this thing, something falls off. I'm knocking something off, or this is very fragile. So every time I knock this thing off, I know a lot of people complain about that, I just kind of have to laugh and say even Lego has that problem. One other little comparison I wanted to show you is this is the two Lego sets. These are the play scale versions compared to the UCS AT-AT. And here they are, all four together. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little video comparing my MOC against the UCS AT-AT set. I think it's a fantastic set, so it was great to line these two up against each other. But if you liked this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you like what I do and you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try to get some more videos out for you guys this year. And if you want to follow me on social media, Instagram is a great place, also Twitter, and those links are down below. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back soon.